Welcome back to Physics of Gamification, the show where we borrow the strange, the beautiful, and sometimes the confusing laws of physics to understand how humans behave inside gamified systems. I am Hakan Özer, co-founder of MotivaCraft. And today, we are talking about moments of sudden change. Not a slow progress, not gentle curves, but the snap, the instant when a system reorganizes into something completely different. In physics, this is called a phase transition. Ice holds on as ice until it doesn't, and then suddenly you got water. Water holds on as liquid until the boil, and then it's vapor. That's how matter works. And in gamification, the same thing happens. Systems stay stable, predictable, until something in their structure shifts. Suddenly, the way people play, behave, or engage is transformed. Today, we'll explore how to design those moments, how to avoid the dangers of sudden change, and how to use phase transitions to keep your system alive and exciting. Picture a block of ice. You keep heating it. The molecules vibrate faster and faster, but to your eyes, nothing changes. Still solid, still rigid, still ice. And then it melts. Not a slow fade, but a sudden shift, a new state of matter. Now, think about players in a gamified system. For weeks, they might look disengaged, doing the bare minimum, repeating tasks mechanically. Nothing dramatic on the surface. And then something changes. A mission reframes their effort. A milestone suddenly clicks. A social feature turns isolation into community. And just like that, behavior reorganizes. The energy you thought was gone comes roaring back. Not incrementally, but suddenly. That's a phase transition in gamification. So why does this matter? Because engagement isn't always linear. Players don't just get a little more motivated each time you add a new feature. They live in states. And when the system shifts them into a new state, that's when they feel something powerful. Take a workplace learning system. At first, employees are just clicking through modules. It's cold, it's ice. But then you introduce a mission that requires collaboration. Suddenly, the same content becomes a shared challenge. The dynamic reorganizes. It's not just learning anymore, it's teamwork. That's a new state of matter. Or picture a sales system. Weekly points pile up, but no one really cares. It's flat. Then someone hits a threshold. Suddenly, those points don't just mean a badge. They unlock a role, a mentor, a leader. The game has redefined them. That's not incremental growth. That's a phase change. So how do you design for this? The secret is to plan for thresholds. If everything is incremental, every point looks the same, every mission feels the same, every level is just more of the last, players plateau. They stabilize and then disengage. But when you design states instead of just steps, you create real thresholds. A player might start out in solo play, quietly working alone, but the moment the system shifts and they join a team, the story changes. My progress becomes our progress. Or maybe they start as learners, following instructions. Then the structure flips and they are teaching. That single shift redefines their identity. Points might begin as numbers, a background noise. But with the right design, they evolve into privileges, access, responsibility, influence, and maybe status even. It stops being just a surface badge. It becomes identity. Players see themselves not just as participants, but as champions, leaders, mentors. That's what designing for thresholds does. you are not just stacking mechanics, you are guiding people across breaks in the ice, across boils in the water, moments where the system itself transforms. And the best part? These shifts don't have to be loud or flashy. Sometimes a subtle tweak changes everything. A new mission rhythm, the timing of rewards, feedback that reframes effort from you did this to you are this. That moment of identity shift, that's the phase transition. But here's the catch. Phase transitions can cut both ways. Think about superheating. Water can get hotter than its boiling point if trapped under the wrong conditions. But when it finally flips to vapor, the release is violent. In gamification, the same instability exists. Keep users in the wrong state too long, and when the shift arrives, it feels like chaos instead of clarity. Introduce a huge change without build-up, and people feel blindsided, or flip too early. Advanced mechanics before players are ready, and instead of transformation, you get rejection. That's the danger of sudden change. The energy is powerful, but unstable. So you can't just flip a switch and hope. You need to prepare, build pressure gradually, signal what's coming, then let the shift arrive in a way that feels inevitable, meaningful, and natural. That's why preparation matters. If you flip at random, chaos. But if you stage it, build pressure carefully, and signal clearly, the transition feels exciting. So what does this look in practice? Take onboarding. Early tasks should feel repetitive and safe, like practice rounds. But then you shift. Suddenly, players aren't just learners, they are contributors. One change and their relationship with the system is reorganized. Or progression. A flat ladder of levels feels endless, but thresholds break the monotony. Level 5 isn't just another number, it's when you unlock a new tool. Level 10 puts you into leadership role. Level 15 reshapes the very missions you see, not increments, transitions into new states. And communities. They plateau too. When things feel stale, that's your signal. Bring in a seasonal reset, a collective change, a new kind of reward that reframes the whole social dynamic. Suddenly, the system feels alive again. When transitions are designed with intention, players don't just experience more. They experience different. And different is where engagement thrives. And here's the final piece, emotional rhythm. When ice cracks, you hear it. When water boils, you see it. In gamification, players need to feel the transition. Celebrate it, signal it, pause so they can absorb the shift. Because if players don't notice the change, the energy is wasted. But if they do, those are the moments that become stories. I remember when I leveled up into mentor. I'll never forget the first time our team unlocked that mission. Those stories outlive the novelty. They are the glue that holds engagement together. Phase transitions remind us of something simple. Systems don't just evolve gradually. Sometimes they reorganize all at once. Your job as gamification designer is to build those thresholds, time them well, and make them meaningful. Because when users don't just do more but become more, engagement doesn't just rise, it also transforms. Next time, we'll step into a strange world of quantum mechanics again. In episode 22, the tunneling effect. Surprising progress from stuck users. We'll explore how even when players seem blocked, there are hidden ways they can break through, and how you can design to make those breakthroughs possible. Until then, keep your systems alive. This has been Physics of Gamification. Thanks for listening.